Number 16, Joseph, playing first. Number 25, Bankhead, playing catcher. Number 23, Lamont, playing third. Limon. Number 19, Jay Hernandez, playing shortstop. Number 3, Villarreal, playing right field. Number 2, Rainey, playing center field. Number 30, your pitcher for tonight, W. Hernandez. All right, and your subs for WEISS, number 15, H. Mueller. Number 6, T. Mueller. Number 12, Cord. 21, Nickerson. Number 9, Ramsey. Number 13, Clentiono. Number 5, Mass. Number 22, Freeman. Last but not least, number 8, Fulford. WEISS's coaches aren't on there, but give them a hand, folks. All right. And now for your Connally Cougars, number 4, Felix Salazar. Number 2, Cesar Arispe. Number 18, Justin Santos. Number 7, Anthony Rojas. Number 16, Kendrick Cabrera. Number 13, Diego Arispe. Number 5, David De La Rosa. Number 9, Aldo Garcia. Number 1, Alvaro Ruiz. Number 6, Mr. Cameron Wong. Your substitutes for tonight, Mr. Number 3, Castor Roberts. Number 8, Jose Villatilla. Number 11, Aiden Ramirez. Last but not least, number 12, Carlos. Your Connally Cougars are led by head coach David Williams, assistant coach Corey Stevens, and other assistant coach Corey Cunningham. Folks, please stand with me and remove your caps as we are.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Saint us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Baseball! All right, let's go. Let's have a good game.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast between the Pflugerville Connally Cougars and the WEISS Wolves. Should be getting underway here relatively soon. WEISS coming into this game with a record of 9-4. They had won 6 in a row, fertilizing a 10-2 losing 10-2 to the Bastrop Bears. For Pflugerville Connally, they are currently, I was just looking at it. Hold on for a second. Get out of my way. 7-8, that's what I thought. 7-8. They had just won their previous 2 district matchups, both against the Manor Mustangs. So Pflugerville Connally, 2-2 in district play. WEISS only 1 loss, and that was to the Bastrop Bears. First of 2 against each other. We'll have another matchup Friday, April Fool's Day. The game will also be on Vype Live, so be sure to tune in for that one. I'm Brian Reed, bringing you the action here for this Pflugerville district matchup. So defense for the Connally Cougars will have Cesar Arispe on the mound. He's pitching to Santos, playing catcher. Rojas at playing first base. Salazar playing second. Cabrera playing shortstop, and Garcia playing third base. Daniel De La Rosa playing left field. Ruiz at center, and Wong over in right. Starting things off for the for the WEISS Wolves will be Hemingway batting first, playing left field. Bautista playing DH, batting second. Ederson playing second, batting third. Joseph playing first base, batting fourth. Bankhead playing catcher, batting fifth. Limon playing third base, batting sixth. Hernandez, shortstop, batting seventh. Villarreal playing right field, batting eighth. And playing center field, Rainey, batting ninth. So Hemingway will step in now as Ripe on the mound, and we're about set to get underway. Righty on lefty. Beautiful night here. It's a little windy. Wind blowing from right to left. First pitch misses outside for a ball to Hemingway. Not very far down the left field lines. It's 318 on the lines. It's 318 on the left field line, 320 down the right. 1-0 pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. A delayed call by the umpire, but it's 1-1. Infield shaded slightly to pull against the left-hander. Wide open stands Hemingway way up in the box. 1-1 pitch. Shows bunt. Pulls the punt back. Takes it outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ripe ready. Leg kick and a delivery. Shows bunt. Gets the bunt down, but it's foul, and it's 2-2. Leg kick and a delivery way inside. That hits Hemingway. And so leadoff man on for WEISS on a hit by pitch. So Bautista steps in now, designated hitter. 1 on, nobody out in the top of the first inning. So WEISS comes into this game. They won 6 in a row for losing 10-2 to Bastrop, which is interesting because they had beaten Bastrop in their previous matchup. Throw to first base. That one gets away, and the first baseman, Rojas, almost falls on Hemingway. Hemingway is going to try to make a play over third base. He's going to get to third base safely. So a wild play allows Hemingway to advance all the way over to third. And Rojas almost tripped over him, which stopped him ever so slightly. If not that, you never know. Hemingway might be crossing home plate. But now a runner at third with nobody out here in the top of the first inning, so a chance for WEISS to get on the board. First pitch to Bautista, misses upstairs. So WEISS had beaten Bastrop 10-0, and then you lose 10-2. Their only district loss. They've been 4-0 in district play. It wasn't for that one right there. So 1-0 pitch. That one's on the ground back up middle. That's going to sneak on through for a base hit. And Hemingway is going to come on home to score. So quickly, it's 1-0 WEISS over the Connally Cougars. So second baseman Anderson will step in. Still nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Weiss quickly jumping ahead. 1-0. First pitch. Now it's in there for a strike to Anderson. Bautista at first. Taking a pretty sizable lead over there. 1-1 pitch. That one's hitting the air to right field. Should be playable. Wong trying to get underneath it, and he drops it. He can't come up with it. Bautista trying to get to second base. He'll get in there safely, as the throw was dangerously close. So Bautista over to second base. That one just hung up in the air for a little bit. He'd do it to him. I'm going to give the air to Wong, allowing Anderson to reach. So that brings up the cleanup hitter, Joseph. With 2 on, still nobody out here in the top of the first inning. So a hit by pitch, and then a wild throw and a pickoff play over to first base. A base hit, and now an error. As Pflugerville, Weiss trying to add to their early lead. His first pitch to Joseph misses outside. Rispe tries to take a throw of second base, decides not to. Bautista, once again, pretty sizable lead. Cabrera sneaking back to second. As 1-0 pitch to Joseph, misses outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. So Bautista at second, Anderson at first. No one out here in the top of the first inning. Now it misses low. It's 3-0. The catcher Bankhead's on deck. 3-0 pitch. Now one misses, ball 4. So the bases are now loaded with nobody out in the top of the first inning for Bankhead. And Santos wants to have a word with his pitcher, Rispe.
Hey, students, go ahead. Quick reminder, if you haven't got your ticket.
So the game got started with on a 2-2 pitch to Hemingway, missed inside, and that hit him, allowing him to reach first base. And then a wild throw and a pickoff. Got wildly away, and Hemingway never stopped running. Good hustle play. Able to reach third with nobody out. Bautista followed up with a base hit up the middle. Anderson reached on air, and now Joseph reached on a walk. Only 1 hit this inning for the Weiss Wolves. They have a chance to really bust this one open. Pitch to Joseph, misses upstairs. I know if you're Connolly, your main goal is just to try to get out of this inning with as little damage as possible. 1-0 pitch. That one misses the Bankhead. It's 2-0. That's 6 straight out of the zone right now for his Rispe. 2-0 pitch. That one's fouled away. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch to Bankhead. Misses upstairs. It's 3-1. Limon is on deck. See what Bankhead decides to do here. If he gets a pitch hit, he might take a swing. Let's see what he does in the 3-1. Now one's going to miss outside. Ball 4. So Bautista comes around to score, and the bases loaded walk. It's 2-0, and there's still nobody out here in the top of the first. So Limon steps in with Anderson at third base, Joseph at second, and Bankhead at first. 1 hit this inning, 1 error, a couple walks hit by a pitch. It's 2-0, and still nobody out. So that one's in there for a strike to Limon. Leg kick and delivery. That one's on the ground, right to the shortstop. Salazar tries to make the tag. There's no one there, and everybody's safe. Trying to see if he tagged Bankhead. But everybody's safe still as Anderson came around to score. Joseph moves on over to third base. Bankhead over to second. Limon reaches as we're going to have a conversation with Ripe on the mound. 3-0, still nobody out. As Salazar got the ball, and Bankhead, who was over at first base, I'm a little bit surprised. So I looked down for a second to look at my lineup, my roster, and I didn't see fully what happened, but it looked like Salazar may have had a chance to tag out Bankhead as he's making way over to second base, but missed, and there was no one covering second. Now allowed all the runners to be safe, so there's still nobody out. So 3-0 right now in the top of the first inning, so nobody out. Now bring up the shortstop Hernandez. See what happens with that conversation. First pitch, and Hernandez takes one for a strike. Joseph over at third base, Bankhead at second, Limon at first, and that one is low. It's 1-1 to Hernandez. One pitch to Hernandez. That one misses inside. It's 2-1. Top of the first inning, nobody out. Bases loaded. Joseph at third base, Bankhead at second, Limon over at first. Weiss already up 3-0, trying to add on here. 2-1 pitch to Hernandez. That one's on the ground, snagged by Garcia. Tries to make the play over to first base, and out by a step is Hernandez. The run does come home. So it's now 4-0. So Bankhead moves on over to third base. Limon moves on over to second. Hernandez is retired, 5-3. But he does record an RBI. Yet 4-0. Villarreal steps in now and takes one outside. One-0 pitch to Villarreal. That one's popped up but fouled back. It's 1-1. One out here in the top of the first inning. Bankhead at third base, Limon over at second. Limon with a massive lead over at second base. I don't paying much attention to him, but he's like halfway to third base right now. If he was any closer, he'd be touching a third base bag. 2-1 pitch. The infield's playing very, very shallow right now as misses outside. It's 3-1. My assumption is anything that gets to them, they might just try to come home and cut off that lead runner. 3-1 pitch in there for a strike to Villarreal. Cylinder fielder Rainey on deck. 3-1 pitch inside, and that hit him. Everyone's got to stay put. But Villarreal, second hit by pitch this inning. And I'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Rainey, only one out. Let's repay. little bit of trouble finding a zone. Pitch to Rainey. Misses upstairs. Weiss already up 4-0, only one out. That one's hit in the air to center field. Ruiz ranging on over. Wong makes way. He can't come up with it. And everyone's going to advance. Another one's going to come across. It's 5-0. That was a long run for Wong as Bankhead comes on home to score. Limon heads on over to third base. Villarreal heads on over to second. Rainey's reached, and we're back to the top of the order with Hemingway, who led this game off with a hit by pitch. Not sure how to rule that play over there in right field. All but one batter for Weiss has reached so far. We're only in inning one. Pitch misses outside Hemingway. It's 1-0. Pitch, bases loaded. That one catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. So Limon over at third base, Villarreal at second, Rainey over at first. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. First swinging strike for Connally here in the first. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled back. Count remains 1-2. Top of the first inning, one out. 5 runs that come across. Only one hit so far, though, for the Weiss Wolves. As the 1-2 pitch, that one's going to be lined into right field, a base hit. 1 run's going to score, and it gets away from the center fielder Ruiz. 2 runs are going to score. It's going to run all the way to the wall. Another run's going to come home. 3 runs are going to come home. Are they going to send him around? They're going to send Hemingway home. There will be no play at the plate. It's an inside the park grand slam for Hemingway. So it's now 9-0. I'm not sure if I really can rule that one a home run or just a base hit and an error. That's a tough one to rule. I want to give Hemingway the homer on that one, because I don't think it ever touched Reese's glove. I'm not sure I can in good faith give him the dinger. But he does come on home. So not inside the park grand slam. I'm going to give it a base hit plus an error. But still, it's 9-0. Base is now empty for Bautista, who had the first hit, one of 2 hits so far for the Weiss Wolves in this inning. They lead 9-0. An RBI single. Still only 1 away here in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch, and that one's swung on, fouled away. It's 1-1. Right now the pitcher for Weiss is Hernandez, and he's probably sitting in the dugouts. That one's being lined back middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. So designated hitter Bautista with 2 hits in the inning so far, both back up the middle. Now bring up Anderson, reached on error back in the first inning. Earlier this inning.
Hey folks, when you get a chance, go ahead and head over to our concession stand to get yourself a nice little treat. Students, go ahead and see what our
So as Repay will
like. Go ahead and check that out.
have a conversation, might see a new pitcher come in, and I think
Once again, thank you for showing up to our
we will have a conversation on the mound.
Some games going on right now in the back of our field. Go ahead and get you a ticket.
So Bautista's over at first base, only 1 out, only out being recorded on a grounder to third, a fielder's choice. Did bring home a run. Almost every batter this inning has an RBI recorded. All but 1 batter has reached. All but 1 batter has scored. I believe we have a new pitcher on the mound for The Conley Cougars. Let's see who it is. Looks like that is Felix Salazar, the second baseman, will be coming in now to pitch for the Connally Cougars. So I'll give you that updated lineup when the time comes. In the meanwhile, we'll take a break. You're listening to Pflugerville versus Connally, Pflugerville versus Weiss on the Vype Media Network.
Formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Set to get back underway here. Still in the top of the first inning, only one out. Old Wolves have a swap with the second baseman. So Salazar will be on the mound as his repay will be heading over to second base. So Anderson reached on error earlier this inning and came around to score. Bautista over at first, his second hit of the inning. Weiss in front of Conley 9-0. And his first pitch, and that one swung on and missed. Anderson swung for the fences on that one. Wind is blowing out now. You can kind of see the flag out in center field. Not sure how it looks all blown up. 0-1 pitch is low to Anderson. It's 1-1. My estimate is only 3 base hits for Weiss in the first inning. There's been couple hit by pitches, couple of walks as Bautista trying to head on over to second base, and he'll successfully swipe second. So Bautista, even with Weiss up 9-0, playing aggressive. Trying to add double digits here in the first. 2-1 to Anderson. That one catches the outside corner. It's 2-2. Anderson's ready, 2-2 pitch. On the ground at the third base line. Garcia has it. Throws over to first base. Bautista trying to get back over to third. The throw to third base, and safe is Bautista.
Weiss, number 16, Joseph.
So Anderson, second out of the inning. Now bring up Joseph, who walked back in the first inning, that eventually came around to score. First pitch to Joseph is swung on but fouled back. It's 0-1. One-0 pitch. Now it misses inside to Joseph. It's 2-0. Go pitch, and that one's on the ground, but fouled back. Box, we're all getting kind of confused about what the count is, so we'll check with the umpire. So I got it backwards, 1-2. Now one's hit back up the middle. Ruiz coming in, and he'll make the catch on the run for the final out of the inning. However, Weiss adds 9 runs on 3 hits. So after a half inning, our score, the Weiss Wolves 9, Pflugerville Connally coming up. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus Weiss on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Bottom of the first inning here at Pflugerville Connally High School. Weiss Wolves leading Pflugerville Connally by a score of 9-0. So Connally will start the climb up the mountain. They'll be facing Hernandez on the mound, who'll be pitching to Bankhead, playing catcher. Joseph over playing first base. Anderson at second. Hernandez at shortstop. Limon over at third base. Hemingway in left field, Ramey in center, and Villarreal in right. The lineup for the Connally Cougars, it'll be Salazar batting first, Azripe batting second, Santos batting third, Rojas, cleanup hitter, Cabrera batting fifth, another Azripe batting DH tonight, batting sixth, Garcia playing third base, batting seventh, Ruiz in center field, and Wong in right field, batting ninth. So Salazar, the second baseman turned pitcher, about to step on, be facing Hernandez. It was a wild top of the first inning. Only 3 hits recorded by my count. 3 walks, 2 errors, a hit by pitch, and 9 runs. The wind is really starting to pick up down there in the field. It appears to be blowing more out towards center field. Don't tell with that flag. Can't tell if it's blowing towards us or away from us. It really helps on my golf game, let me tell you. But it looks like it's kind of blowing away from us, though we're in the booth right now. This pitch misses inside. The wind just hit me in the face. So I'm not sure. So Salazar looks at one low. 2-1 pitch from Hernandez with some speed, but that one also misses low. It's 2-0. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Hernandez with the leg kick and the delivery. 2-0. That one's on the ground. Slow roller. Anderson. So Joseph picks it up. He'll make the play unassisted for the first out of the inning. Arispe will step in now. One out, nobody on. First pitch says Arispe. He swings and misses. And it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. And it's 0-2 to Azripe. Hernandez, 0-2 pitch. That one's fouled back by Arispe. Hernandez, the leg kick and delivery, and on 0-2. Tries to float one, but it floats high. It's 1-2 now. Vype back in the batter's box, trying to crown that plate just slightly. Waiting for a 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And he just barely, no, they're going to say foul tipped into the glove of Bankhead. First strikeout for Hernandez. And now bring up Santos with 2 away. Santos ready for first pitch from Hernandez. That one catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and that one swung on and missed. Strike 2. Hernandez spent a lot of time in the dugout in the top of the first inning. Is not in the lineup. 0-2 pitch to Santos is low. It's 1-2. Santos waiting for a 1-2 pitch of Hernandez. Here it comes. Misses outside. It's 2-2. 2 away. Bottom of the first inning. Nobody out. Sorry, nobody on. 2 outs. Santos gets the sign. Now time called by Hernandez gets the sign. Santos calls time. And now we're ready. The 2-2 pitch. Inside. Santos is behind 0-2. Has worked the count full. Rojas is on deck. Payoff pitch to Santos. Here it comes. In there, strike 3. Santos looks like strike 3. Second strikeout from Hernandez. It's a 1-2-3 first inning. We'll head to the top of the second with our score. The WEISS Wolves 9, Pflugerville Connally nothing. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus the WEISS Wolves on Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at VyPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the second inning here at Pflugerville Connally High School. WEISS sent 13 batters. See, 13 batters reached in the top of the first inning, and 9 of them scored. All but 1 of them reached. 2 of them reached twice. As Reese started inning on the mound and gave way to Salazar. It'll be Bankhead, Limon, and Hernandez due up. That is 5, 6, and 7 due up for the WEISS Wolves. And the weird part is there's only 3 hits in that inning that I counted. A couple I'm still unsure of how to rule it all.
Next, for WEISS, number 25,
Bankhead reached on a hit by a pitch. So he reached on a walk his last time up. An RBI bases loaded walk. Waiting for first pitch from Salazar. Here it comes. And that one misses low. It's 1-0. Bankhead ready for 1-0 pitch from Zalazar. Here it comes. That one's hitting the air to left field. De La Rosa backing up. He's going to watch that one bounce off the wall. It's going to go over his head. I think Bankhead thought he had the homer as he was making a slow trot around first base. I thought he had the homer too, but he slides in the second with a leadoff double.
Next for Weiss, number 23, Limon. That was Bankhead.
And we'll get a courtesy runner in for Bankhead. Let's see, I can take a look who we got here. That will be Cord. Courtesy running for Bankhead, so Limon will step in now. He reached back in the first inning. So nobody on, runner over at second base. That's Cord. First pitch to Limon is low for a ball. Limon waiting for a 1-0 pitch. That one misses. It's 2-0. Hard to really tell from the camera view when the sun is setting here in Pflugerville, and it does look quite immaculate. Perfect violet crown. It's a 2-0 pitch. That one's on the ground at the first baseline. That's going to sneak by Rojas and go into right field. They're going to send Cord home. There will be no play to the plate. It's 10-0 Weiss.
Up next for Weiss, number 19, Jay Hernandez, shortstop.
So Limon with a base hit. That's back-to-back base hits for Weiss. They lead 10-0 here in the top of the second inning. So nobody out. Now I'll bring up Hernandez. Hernandez, the only batter for Weiss that has yet to reach against Pflugerville Connally. Riding into a fielder's choice, though, bringing home a run. First pitch. That one is popped up. See if it stays in play. Garcia over. He makes the catch in front of the Connally dugout for the first out of the inning. So Hernandez once again denied by Garcia.
Up next for Weiss, number 3, Villarreal.
I'll bring up Villarreal, hit by pitch back in the first inning, came around to score. So Hernandez, the only batter to not score or reach. Limon over at first, one away, throw back over to first base. And one back safely, excuse me. And that one misses outside. 1-0 to Villarreal. One on, one out. One at first as he dances a little bit, and Salazar will have to call time. One 1-0 pitch. That one's lined to right field. Wong racing over, and now it's going to be foul. Are we all trying to slap one the other direction? Are y'all waiting for a 1-1 pitch? Here it comes. That one's on the ground. Right to Cabrera. He has it. Flips over second for one. On to first. And safe is Villarreal, despite an amazing try there by Rojas over at first base. Though Limon is out. Villarreal reaching on a fielder's choice. It's hard to tell from this angle. It looked like Rojas had made a tremendous play over at first base, but he may have not come up with the catch. There's no argument. So Villarreal reaches. There's two away here now in the top of the second inning. Weiss in front 10-0. Rainey reached back in the eighth in the first inning. So his fielding position is center fielder, which is 8, and that's why I said 8th. Either way, it doesn't truly matter. Go back over to first base, diving back safely as Villarreal. No, he's out. Not for sure he was safe, but he was out by the umpire. So he is picked off for the final out of the inning. Weiss gets a run on a Limon single, but they score no more. So after 1.5 our score, Pflugerville Weiss 10, Pflugerville Connally nothing. Listen to Pflugerville Connally baseball on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at VypeBYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to VypeBYPE.com.
Student night, so folks, go ahead and head over to concession stand, see what we got on our menu.
Bottom half of the second inning due up here. Be 4, 5, and 6. Excuse me, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Pflugerville Connally Cougars. It'll be Rojas, Cabrera, and Arispe. That's a different Arispe who's DHing tonight. Hernandez on the mound had a 1-2-3 top of the second, bottom of the first inning.
To the plate. Number 7. The man, the myth, the legend. It's Anthony Rojas.
So Rojas steps in. Connally's looking for their first hit. First pitch, now it misses upstairs. It's 1-0. One-0 pitch, and they're going to say he went around. His third base coach is going to have an argument saying he does not think he went around there, and definitely close. There was no appeal. They're going to say Rojas went around. It's 1-1. So the 1-1 pitch from Hernandez. And that one misses low. It's 2-1. 2-1 pitch. That one's hitting the air to left field. It's going to be well foul. Hemingway raging over and had plenty of distance. Rojas was trying to get Weiss on, get Pflugerville on the board. So Hernandez, ready, here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is outside, full count now to Rojas. Hernandez works fast, leg kick and delivery, payoff pitch, hit in the air to center field. Rainey having to go back. He was playing shallow. And that one's going to go over his head and go off the wall. Rojas into second base. He's going to try for third. The throw to third will be late. It's a leadoff triple.
Up next, number 16.
As Rainey in center field was playing very shallow. As soon as that was it, he had to start sprinting back. He was no way going to catch up to that one. So first hit in the night for the Connally Cougars. Now bring up the shortstop Cabrera. So runner at third base with nobody out for Connally. Chance to get one back. First pitch on the ground, up the middle. It'll be snagged by Hernandez. Throw to first base is going to be wide. And the run comes home.
Up next, the bat.
So now it's 10-1. First two batters have reached for Connally. So designated hitter, Arispe will step in now. I'm not sure how to rule that one. I'm going to have to give an error on Hernandez for a wide throw. As Rojas would have scored regardless, though. First pitch in there for a strike. So Cabrera at first base. It's 10-1. Pitch does Ripe is fouled. It's 0-2. Just a little bit behind it. Barrow at first base. Hernandez working from the stretch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. First out of the inning, third strikeout for Hernandez. Now bring up Garcia. Garcia waiting for his first pitch. Here it comes. He fouls that one away. It's 0-1. As there's a road that runs right by the baseball field. So if you're driving by and someone hits one, it's a good chance the ball could come flying at you. See the Weiss player actually going out there to retrieve the baseball. 0-1 pitch to Garcia. This is upstairs. Bankhead thinks about throwing back over to first base. Decides against it. It's 1-1. Cabrera at first. Pitch to Garcia, and that one is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. These two will play each other again on Friday. That game will be on Vype Live. I'll be bringing you the action. This game will be in Weiss this time. 1-2 pitch. That one's lined to right field. Now it's going to land in front of the right fielder. Villarreal gets over his head, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Cabrera rounding third. He's going to come on home. Garcia heading on over to third base. He's in there safely. That one just bounced over the head of Villarreal. It's now 10-2. So Ruiz will step in now. Garcia over at third base. Want to give him a knock. I'm just going to make it a single. So I think Villarreal may have just misplayed that one, but a chance to get one more back. Less than 2 outs, runner at third base. Garcia at third, pitch to Ruiz. Misses outside for a ball. Connally winners of their last two, both against Maynard, putting them 2-1 district play. Weiss trying to improve to 4-1. Their last loss coming to the Bastrop Bears by a score of 10-2. 1-0 pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. As Bankhead wants to have a conversation on the mound with his pitcher.
Cougars would like to thank Rudy's Barbecue for sponsoring our baseball season this year. Rudy's, we appreciate you.
So Reese steps in, 1-1 count. One away, runner over at third base. That's Garcia. Reese trying to bring it home, make it a 7-run ball game. Pitch floated in there. Good pitch by Hernandez. It's 1-2. Late kick and delivery, 1-2, and Ruiz just stays alive, fouls that one away, and we're going to do it again at 1-2. Wong is on deck. Hernandez ready, 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Big second out of the inning for Hernandez.
Up next, number
His
6,
4th strikeout. Now there's 2 away for Wong. Wong ready for his first pitch. That's inside. That hits him. First hit by pitch for Hernandez. And we're back at the top of the order. For Salazar, grounded out to first his last time up. So Salazar, who's on the mound, a chance to really help himself out. Time's called, trying to figure out they want to set this whole thing up. So 2 away here. Pitch to Salazar's in there for a strike. Big chance right here. Could cut the lead in half. That one's back up the middle. Snagged by Hernandez, though. Nonchalantly flips it over to first base in time for the final out of the inning. However, Connally gets 2 on a couple base hits. So after 2 complete our score, Weiss 10, Connally 2. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus the Weiss Wolves on Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 3rd inning here at Pflugerville Connally High School. Weiss leading the Connally Cougars by a score of 10-2. As Randy will lead things off, continuing his at-bat. First pitch, that one's popped up. Reese coming in. Underneath now makes the catch for the first out of the inning. First time tonight that Connally has retired the leadoff man. Now bringing it over to Hemingway. Been raised reached twice. Once on hit by pitch, once on a base hit. Followed by an error by Ruiz, allowing him to come on home and score. And that's what made the score 9-0 at the time. First pitch shows bunt, pulls the bunt back. Takes it inside, it's 1-0. As Salazar calls time. Santos wants to have a conversation. So top of the 3rd inning, nobody on, 1 out.
Head on over there, hamburger and hot dog meal deal. So head on over there if you're hungry. Fill your ride on up. We also got raffle tickets also for sale. So students, go ahead and get you some raffle tickets. Folks, go ahead and get you some raffle tickets. Get you some prizes.
Hemingway stands back in the box, way up in the box. Very wide open stance. Wind kind of blowing out towards center field, 1-0 pitch. Now one catches the outside corner, it's 1-1. Way back in the box. Salazar works quickly, leg kick and the delivery. 1-1. Hemingway once again thinks about showing bunt, decides against it, and takes one outside. It's 2-1. So 2-1 pitch to Hemingway. Misses upstairs, it's 3-1. Hemingway already been hit by a pitch, has a base hit. Bautista, the designated hitter, is already 2 for 2 tonight. And Hemingway swung and missed at that one. That one was a bit blown away. He may have just swung at ball 4. So full count now to Hemingway. Salazar gets the sign from Santos. He's ready. Payoff pitch, and Hemingway fouls it away. Count remains full. Three-two pitch. Inside or low, ball 4. Lead-off walk. Hemingway reaches for the 3rd time tonight. Now bring up the designated hitter Bautista. 2 for 2 tonight with a couple of base hits and 1 RBI. His 2 base hits coming in the 1st inning. It's already a pretty good night for Bautista. The base hit against 2 different pitchers. Bautista calls time, steps away. Santos sets up outside and trying to make a pickoff play, throw over to second base. That one's going to get away from Azripe. Trying to head over to third base is Hemingway, and he will. That's the 2nd time tonight trying to catch Hemingway. That ball's been misplayed, and he's wound up at third base. Happened back in the 1st inning when a pickoff throw over to first got away, and he's able to wind up over to third base. So Bautista now with another opportunity to drive home Hemingway as he bounces that one to third. That one's going to be in play, and Hemingway will be tagged out. So an interesting bounce to Garcia, able to tag Hemingway. He is out. Bautista will reach, though. He's reaching for the 3rd time tonight on the fielder's choice this time. Hemingway, though, then tried to trot home regardless, thinking maybe they missed it, but no, Garcia got him. And I'll bring up Anderson, reached on error back in the 1st inning, grounded out to third, also in the 1st inning. So 0 for 1, throw over to first base. Bautista back safely. Pitch misses low. I think there's only 1 out. Yeah. Anderson waiting for a 1-0 pitch from Salazar. Here it comes on the ground. Cabrera has it deep in the hole, can't come up with it, and he'll have no play over at first base. Got to give the base hit to Anderson. Bautista winds on over at second base. Sixth hit of the night for the Connally Cougars. Joseph walked back in the 1st inning, then flew out to center field. First pitch, grounds one up the third baseline off his foot. As he hobbles around a little bit, it's 0-1. Yeah, strike. Joseph back in the box after fouling one off his foot. 0-1 count. Bautista over at second base. Anderson over at first. Salazar looks back the runner. Pitch is lined to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to send Anderson home. That's right, Bautista home. The throw will be over the head of the cutoff man. And Anderson's going to wind over at third base, and Joseph will go over to second. And it's now 11-2.
Up next for Weiss, number 25. Bankhead.
So base hit for Joseph. Ends up over second base on the throw. So throw was just a little bit high, couldn't reach the cutoff man. And that puts Anderson over at third base. So we're second and third, one out here in the top of the third inning. As a pitch to Bankhead misses low. Bankhead with a walk and a double this inning. Pitch to Bankhead. That one gets away from the catcher Santos, and trying to come home is Anderson. He decides not to. So one away here in the top of the third inning. Bankhead with that wide stance, waiting for his pitch. Here it comes. Fouls one back. Bankhead waiting for a 2-1 pitch now. Salazar gets the sign, working from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and Bankhead fouls it back. It's 2-2. Anderson at third base, Joseph over at second. As there are two away here in the top of the third inning. This is outside, 3-2. So we got that rating let off this inning with the fly out to center field. I was looking at the top half of my lineup card. My scorecard, I should say. Bankhead waiting for a 3-2 pitch. That one's going to be on the ground under the glove of Asripe and into right field. Two more runs are going to score for Weiss. It's now 13-2 on a base hit by Bankhead. His second hit of the night, a 2 RBI single. As Anderson comes home to score, Joseph comes on home to score. As Limon will step in, already with the base hit tonight. And a run scored. As the lead expands to 11 for the Weiss Wolves. As time is called, we're going to have a conversation on the mound.
That's Rudy's Barbecue, Lynn Friend Home Loans, and K1 Speed, along with A+ Federal Credit Union. Those are our major sponsors for our John B. Conley 2022-2023 baseball season. So thank you so much, guys, for supporting us, and we appreciate you so much. In this free time, go ahead and head over to our concession stands and treat yourself to a hamburger hot dog combo meal. Students, go ahead and get you some raffle tickets, earn you some free prizes. We got prizes like a t-shirt, bowling for spare time, Rudy's Barbecue gift cards.
As the game began with Arispe on the mound, Salazar took over for him. As Arispe moved on over to second base. They basically swap positions. They're going to keep Salazar on the mound for the time being as the mom will step in. Bankhead at first base. 3 runs have already come across this inning.
Limon up the bat for Weiss.
On call time, takes a few practice swings. Wind really is blowing on the field. You can see on the pitchers' jerseys. That one catches the outside corner. pitching into the wind. Cannot be fun. Anything gets in the air is going to fly. Pitch to Limon, misses inside. It's 1-1. Throw over to first base, and diving back safely is Bankhead. Long getting back in the batter's box. Top of the third, 2 away. Checks his swing. They're going to say he went around. So 1-2 to count on Limon. And here comes the payoff 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled away. Limon with a 2-1-2 count, top of the third, 2 away. 3 runs already come across. Bankhead over at first base. 1-2 pitch is popped up, but will not be playable. That one's headed to the softball field. Limon will do it again at 1-2. Limon trying to keep the inning going. 1-2 pitch is low. Gets away from Santos, but Bankhead will stay put. It's 2-2 now. As time is called. And we have a conversation of what the count is, and the count actually is 3-2. Well, it's actually a 3-2 count to Limon. This is not going to be a payoff pitch. Bankhead should be on the move right here. Bankhead not going. Pitch misses outside. Ball 4. Limon reaches for the 3rd time tonight, and now bring up the only batter who has not reached for the WEISS Wolves, Hernandez. He's grounded to third, RBI ground out, and he's popped out to Garcia at third base. The only batter did not reach. The only batter did not score. Pitch misses outside. Make it at second. Limon at first. The 1-0 pitch from Salazar. That one's fouled back. One pitch to Hernandez. And that one's fouled away. It's 1-2 now. So 1-2 pitch from Salazar. This is low. It's now 2-2 to Hernandez. Bankhead over at second base, then one over at first. Is 2 away here. So all the runs have come across this inning, all 3 of them with 2 outs. At the top of the third, 2-2 pitch. That one's hitting the air to left field. De La Rosa coming on in. He's not going to catch that one as one run's going to come across. Bankhead's going to come home to score. There's no one covering third base. The throw gets away. So Hernandez, the last batter to not reach, has reached. The Mon will wind up over on third base. And that's another hit for the Weiss Wolves. As we will get a new batter in for the Weiss Wolves. That'll be Moss. He'll be stepping in now. Plays Villarreal. Villarreal was hit by a pitch and grounded it into a fielder's choice, then was picked off. So runners at the corners of 2 outs. This is the 9th batter due up this inning for the Weiss Wolves. First pitch shows bunt, pulls the bunt back. And everyone's going to stay put. Weiss in front 14-2, shows bunt, gets the bunt down right back to Salazar. Throws over to first in time for the final out of the inning. However, Weiss scores 4 more. They extend their lead, make it 14-2. They lead by 12, heading to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus the Weiss Wolves on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, about yet another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom of the 3rd inning here at Pflugerville Connally High School. Weiss leading the Connally Cougars by a score of 14-2.
Number 2, Caesar.
And it'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Connally Cougars. That'll be as Rispe, Santos, and Rojas. Connally getting 2 back in the bottom of the 2nd inning on a couple base hits and a walk.
Hey, language, please. Language, please.
As pitches Ripe, catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hernandez works fast, leg kick and delivery. That one's hitting the air to right field. Villarreal waiting for it to come down, makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Justin Santos.
As I still hope that's Villarreal. He was pinch hit for back in the top of the half of the inning. It's really difficult to see the numbers from out here, especially with Weiss wearing their black jerseys with the red numbers. That's still Villarreal, and Santos steps in now. Santos' strikeout victim his last plate appearance as he looks at one in there for a strike. Bottom half of the 3rd, nobody on, 1 out. Pitch to Santos. That one gets away from Bankhead when it's 1-2 as Hernandez loses his hat. This is certainly hang on to your hat wind. These two teams will meet again Friday in Weiss. That game will be on Vype Live. Be sure to tune in. And don't let the score dictate how that game on Friday will go, as Weiss did beat Bastrop 10-2, as that one misses well inside and almost hit Santos. That's 2-1. And then lost to Bastrop 10-0 in their very next appearance. So it could go either way. Weiss trying to improve to 4-1 in district play. 2-1 pitch, misses upstairs. Is 3-1 on Santos. Rojas on deck. Three-one pitch. Hits that one to right field. Villarreal going back, still going back, and he'll make the catch falling down to the ground. For the second out of the inning, Santos gave that one a ride. Villarreal, though, made a great play.
Anthony Rojas.
Now bring up Rojas, who had a triple back in the second inning over the head of the center fielder, Rainey, who was playing very shallow. And they're still playing shallow out there. First pitch to Rojas as he pops that one up on the infield. Should be playable. Hernandez can't come up with it. Now he does. Falls down to the ground, but he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. A 1-2-3. Bottom of the third inning. And we'll head to the top of the fourth with our score. Weiss 14, Connally 2. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus Weiss on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here. After that musical interlude, top of the fourth inning here at Connally High School. It'll be 8-9-1, due out for the Weiss Wolves, already in front, 14-2. It'll be Rainey, Hemingway, and Bautista. Rainey reached back in the first inning, then eventually came around to score, flew out to center, back in the third to lead off the third inning. Now leading off the fourth. First pitch from Salazar in there for a strike. A one pitch to Rainey. That one gets away from Santos. And it's 1-1. Leg kick and the delivery. And Rainey thinks about offering there, decides against it. It's now 2-1. Two-one pitch now from Salazar, way inside. That backs off Rainey, though. It's a 3-1 count. Hemingway on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Outside. Oh, hold the phone there. Rainey already took a step towards first base. And the umpire quickly calls a strike. So now it's a payoff pitch on the ground. Cabrera up with it. Throw over to first base in time to get the leadoff man. And now bring up the second baseman, Hemingway, who has reached all 3 times tonight on a base hit, hit by pitch, and a walk. He's also scored twice. So nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Only the second time tonight Connally has gotten the leadoff man on. That one's popped up on a bunt, but it's going to go foul. And that base hit back in the 1st inning for Hemingway, his second at-bat of the inning. Cleared the bases when they were loaded, making the score 9-0. As that one misses low, it's 1-1. One pitch. This is low. It's 2-1. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's inside. It almost hits Hemingway. Hemingway waiting for a 2-2 pitch. Popped it up. Garcia raging over. Santos coming over. And that one's going to go just out of play by the Connally dugout. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Hemingway waiting for a 2-2 pitch now. Waiting for the pitch, and that one checks his swing. As he hits one to left field, De La Rosa coming over. He's not going to make the catch. He gets away from De La Rosa. Hemingway's going to try for second. The throw's not going to be in time. As Hemingway reaches for the 4th time tonight with a leadoff double. Sorry, with a 1-out double. Second time I've done that. Bautista will step in now. He's reached 3 times tonight with a couple of base hits. So 1 away here for Bautista. Pitch catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. Top of the 4th. 1 on, 1 out. 14-2, Weiss over Connally. Hemingway already at second base. A 1 pitch. As he misses in there for, misses for a ball, I should say. It's going to be interesting trying to score this one after it's over. A lot has happened. I'm going to do my best as pitch misses outside to Bautista. It's now 2-1. And if you're wondering, right, there's not much in the way of crowd noise going on right now. As I have my crowd mic kind of turned down. As I'm right in front of the student section at the moment. 2-1 pitch. Now one is hit up the first baseline. Foul ranging over the first baseman. Ain't going to catch it, though. As it's out of the reach of Rojas, it's now 2-2 to Bautista. Two pitch to Bautista is swung on and missed. Strike three. First strikeout of the night for the Connally Cougars. First strikeout for Salazar. Second out of the inning. The first time tonight that Bautista has been retired. So Anderson will step up. He's reached twice, once on a base hit, once on an error. He's scored twice as well. As he slams one to left field. Reaching over is De La Rosa. He can't come up with it. And then coming on home to score is Hemingway. Hemingway has started to walk home. And it's now 15-2, Weiss over Connally. As De La Rosa couldn't quite find it in the lights. It was a bit of a wall scraper on the opposite direction. So Anderson winds up on second base and still know how to rule that one. Another conversation on the mound. Weiss has scored every inning of this game. As we'll have a new pitcher in for the Connally Cougars. And we'll see who it is here, if I can catch the number. It looks to be number 16. And that would be Cabrera, the shortstop. And it is Cabrera. So 2/4 of the infield. Both the middle infield now has played pitcher. We'll see where Salazar moves, if he does move. As Vype was taken out of the game earlier, he was moved back over to second base, taking the spot of Salazar. Let's see if I can find where everyone is. It looks like Salazar has moved on over back to playing second base. And as Vype is now moved on over to shortstop. So he's played pitcher, he's played second base, he's played shortstop. As first pitch from Cabrera to Joseph in there for a strike. Anderson on second base. Two away here in the top of the fourth inning. Scores 15-2. Pitch misses. No, it's in there for a strike to Joseph. It's 0-2. Wind now really is picked up. 0-2 pitch. Tries to float it in there. Is not going to get the call, though. It's a 1-2 count to Joseph. 1-2 pitch to Joseph. Misses upstairs. It's 2-2. Top of the 4th inning. 1 on, 2 outs. So we are approaching a run rule game if this score stays into the 5th. 2-2 pitch, and that one is fouled at the first baseline. And we'll do it again at 2-2. So 2-2 pitch. Now one's on the ground. Salazar, slow roller, flips over to first in time for the final out of the inning. However, Weiss is going to add one more on a hit to left field. Scoring Hemingway. They lead 15-2 after 3.5. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally versus Weiss on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close from the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning here at Pflugerville Connally High School. Weiss leading the Connally Cougars by a score of 15-2. Hernandez back out on the mound. He's only given up 2 runs off of 2 hits. And striking out 4. It'll be Cabrera, the designated hitter as Vype, and Garcia. That's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Weiss Wolves. And for the second straight inning, the PA guys played an absolute banger of a track. First was AC/DC, now we're going to Kiss.
Coming up to bat, number 16, Kendry Cabrera.
So Cabrera will step in, reaching on error back in the 2nd inning. And that allowed Rojas to score. He would have scored regardless. Cabrera stepping in, the pitch from Hernandez as Cabrera will foul that one away. It's 0-1. Cabrera swings the bat around. Waiting for an 0-1 pitch, but his wind is really whipping down there as that one catches the inside corner. It's 0-2. He is blowing directly out to center field. I mentioned it a few times, but now I can really confirm it. Looking at the jersey of all the hitters and the batters, this is not fun hitting. Though that one's driven to center field. Rainey getting underneath it now. Makes the catch as that one just hung on up there for the first out of the inning. 4 in a row retired. I think that's 7 in a row retired. Sorry, 5 in a row retired by Hernandez. And I'll bring up designated hitter as Vype, who struck out back in the 2nd inning. Pitch as Vype. This is upstairs for a ball. 1-0 pitch. That one misses low. It's 2-0. So far, Connally's only had batters reach in 1 inning, and that was in the second when they scored 2 runs. Since then, they've been sat down in order. That one misses, though. It's 3-0. Garcia is on deck. Hernandez ready. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. Inside, ball 4. First walk allowed by Hernandez. Now bring up Garcia. He had a base hit back in the second inning, one of 2 base hits tonight for Connally. Just as a reminder, these 2 teams will play again on Friday. Then he'll be in Weiss on Vype Media. Back up the middle. It's grabbed by Hernandez. Flips over to first to complete the double play after stepping on the bag. So a 6-3 double play for Garcia. So Weiss gets a base runner, but they go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the 5th with our score. Weiss 15, Pflugerville Connally 2. You're listening to Pflugerville Connally Cougars versus the Weiss Wolves on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 5th inning here
And here's the pick your own pottery.
for the Connally Cougars
The winning number is 5-8.
versus the Weiss Wolves. Cabrera on the mound. Ripe, who started the game at pitcher, went to second base. Now a shortstop, Salazar, went from second base to pitcher, back to second base. It'll be Bankhead to lead things off here on top of the 5th inning. Bankhead, Limon, and Hernandez. Bankhead reached 3 times on a walk in the first, a double in the second, and a single back in the 3rd inning. He has scored all 3 times he has reached. He is one of only 2 batters who has reached 3 times tonight. As that one's hit the center field. Ruiz coming in, and he can't make the plays. Francis bounces in front of him, make that the 4th time. Bankhead has reached tonight his 4th base hit. As that one gets away, I look down just for a moment once again, and Bankhead will wind up over at 3rd base. We'll check the batter. That looks to be Mueller due up, hitting for Limon. That one's hit to center field. Ruiz couldn't come up with it. Must have bounced away from him. So winding him over at 3rd base is Bankhead. Reaching 4 times tonight. Hemingway, the only other batter to reach all 4 times tonight. But a 3-hit game for Bankhead. And trying to score for his 4th time tonight. First pitch to Mueller. That one misses outside. It's 1-0. Mueller waiting for a 1-0 pitch now from Cabrera. And that one misses upstairs. It's 2-0. 2-1 pitch now to Mueller. That one misses. It's 3 balls, no strikes to Mueller. Make it over at third base. There's no one out here on top of the 5th inning. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. I believe that to be Freeman on deck for Hernandez. The 3-1 pitch in there for a strike. So Cabrera, who is behind 3-0, has worked the count full against Mueller. Bank it over at third base. Freeman on deck. Payoff pitch to Mueller. And Mueller just stays alive right there. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Payoff pitch way inside. So I'll walk to Mueller and now bring up Freeman, getting his first at-bat tonight in replace of Hernandez. So runners at the corners, there's nobody out. Weiss already in front 15-2, looking to add more. Front by 13. Pitch to Freeman. That one catches the inside corner. It's 0-1. One pitch. That one bounces away from Santos, trying to come on home as Bankhead, and he'll score easily. Mueller will wind up over at second base on the wild pitch. It's now 16-2. And for Bankhead, a 3-for-3 night with a walk and 4 runs scored. What a game. Still nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Mueller over at second base. It's 1-1 count to Freeman. Here's the pitch. Now one in there for a strike. These two teams will meet up again on Friday. That game will be on Vype Live. Played at Weiss. The 1-2 pitch inside and swung on and missed by Freeman. For a strikeout for Cabrera, first out of the inning. Now bring up Moss. Moss bunt grounded out back in the 3rd inning. Pitch to Moss. And my one misses low. It's 1-0. Top of the 5th, 1 on, 1 out. 1 run already come across. Moss at the plate. Freeman over at second base. Weiss has scored every inning of this game. Pitch misses upstairs. It's 2-0. Moss waiting for a 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Now one's hit in the air to left field. De La Rosa coming in. He'll bounce from him, and he'll bounce away from him as Mueller was stopping at second base, and Moss will wind up at second while Mueller will go over to third. I'm going to give Moss the double on that one, so another hit for Weiss. Now bring up the center fielder, Rainey. Reached back in the 1st inning, came around to score. He's been retired ever since. Now you can really feel the wind. Been mentioning it all night. It is brutal right now. And pitching into this wind, this is directly into the wind, going to be pitching. Is just not fun. Now misses way outside. Trying to come on home will be Mueller, and he'll score safely. Moss winds up over at third base. And another one for Weiss. It's 17-2. That's the wind over hearing some thunder out there. No, it's just the wind. It's powerful right now. Moss over at third base, 1 out, 1-0 pitch to Rainey, misses upstairs. It's 2-0. And that one's fouled the first baseline. It's 2-1. Trying to check who was on deck for Weiss Wolves. That'll be Ramsey. Coming in replace of Hemingway, who's already reached 4 times tonight. Maybe you might see him try to reach a 5th, but trying to give someone else an at-bat. Randy waiting for his 2-1 pitch. Here it comes, tries to float that one upstairs. That one misses up high. It's 3-1. Just been that kind of game for Weiss. Will take advantage. Some timely base hits. 3-1 count. That one misses upstairs. Ball 4. Ramsey draws the walk. Sorry, Rainey draws the walk. Ramsey now stepping in.
Up next for Weiss, number 9, Ramsey.
So Ramsey getting his first at-bat, replacing Hemingway, who reached 4 times, scored 3 runs. Besides Bankhead, he's the only other batter to reach all 4 times. Bankhead, though, scoring 4 times in the process. So the lefty stands in. Weiss already in front by 15 now. Throw over to first base, diving back safely is Rainey. Ramsey looks at his first pitch. That one misses upstairs. We'll meet again on Friday, and I said earlier, don't let the score indicate how that game's going to go on Fridays. These two teams, anything can happen. So remember, Weiss did beat Bastrop by 10 runs and then lost them by 10 runs. So you just never know in the game of baseball as the pitch misses outside. So we have another pinch hitter due up for the designated hitter, Bautista. It'll be Celestine. Celestino. 2-0 pitch, and that one's fouled away. The game will be at Weiss. Be sure to tune in. It'll be on April Fool's Day. That's Friday. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Throwing their throw back over to first base. Diving back. No, he's out. They're going to call Rainey out at first base. Rainey's still standing at first. He doesn't know he's out. He doesn't know he's out. Now he's figured it out. So 2 away now for Ramsey. Run over at third base. That's Moss. And Cabrera calls time. This cannot be fun pitching in this wind. It's not fun playing golf in this wind unless it's right behind you. Having to stand perfectly still. Deliver a fastball. Brutal. 2-0 pitch. Tried to float one outside. It misses outside, though. It's 3-1. It's Ramsey waiting for a 3-1 pitch. Celestino on deck. 3-1. Misses inside. Ball 4. Second straight walk from Cabrera. And I'll bring up another pinch hitter, Celestino, replacing Bautista, who reached 3 times, scoring twice with a couple base hits, then struck out. With the game, wouldn't say in hand, but in front by 15. Coach Weiss deciding to give some other people a chance in an at-bat. Pitch to Celestino. That one rolls in there. Low, it's 1-0. Celestino waiting for a 1-0 pitch. Here comes from Cabrera. That one's in there for a strike. Anderson on deck, so no at pinch hitter in for Anderson. 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled back. It's 1-2. Cabrera 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and bring it to the bottom of the 5th. 1-2. That one gets away from Santos, but Moss is going to stay put over at third base, and Ramsey will waltz on over to second. So runners second and third. Count is 2-2, top of the 5th inning. Score 17-2. Two-two pitch to Celestino, misses well inside, upstairs too. Now it's a full count. Anderson on deck. So payoff pitch to Celestino. Here it comes. Swung on and missed as Cabrera pulled the string, picking up his second strikeout and the final out of the inning. However, Weiss scores 2 more. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning with our score. Weiss 17, Pflugerville Connally 2. Listening to Pflugerville Connally versus Weiss on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really pulled from the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really pulled from the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
Had to cut that ad short here. His pinch hitting for Ruiz will be Carlos No, I'm not even going to try. But Carlos will step in as pitch from Hernandez misses upstairs. Moss moves on over to right field. Try to get in the rest of the middle infield. Looks like everything kind of remains the same for all the pinch hitting going on. 1-0 pitch to Carlos. Misses outside. It's 2-0. That's Carlos Gorostieta. So 2-0 pitch to Gorostieta. And that one swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Hernandez looks sharp, only giving up the 1 walk, 2 hits. This one's popped up to center field. Rainey coming on over. Gives way for the second baseman Anderson, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So another pinch hitter coming in now, Jose Villalta. Placing Wong. Pitch from Hernandez. That one catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. We're in run rule territory right now. It's 10 after 5. It's currently 15, so Conley wants to keep this game going. They're going to need to score at least 6 runs. Villalta quickly behind 0-2. Second time tonight, Hernandez lost his hat. Hernandez only giving up hits in the second inning. A couple runs in the second as well. Has walked one, hit one batter. Struck out 4. 0-2 pitch. Now one swung on and missed. Strike 3. Villalta swings at a pitch inside. The 5th strikeout. And now we have Castor Roberts replacing Salazar. Last chance for the Cougars. There's this much offense, kind of hard to talk about a good pitching performance, but Hernandez with a good pitching performance as he throws a strike in there. The 0-1 pitch, and that one's fouled back, and Cougars are down to their last strike. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Roberts. In there, strike 3. 6th strikeout for Hernandez. And we'll see what they decide here. And I believe that is the ball game, and it is.
Folks, attention, attention. That is the game. Give our players a round of a hand, please. Please give them a
So the Weiss Wolves have run-ruled the Connally Cougars by a dominating score of 17-2. They scored in every single inning, including a 9-run top of the first inning, punctuated by an inside the park, well, Little League grand slam, as I think I rolled an error on that one. Not quite a grand slam. I wanted to give it to Hemingway. I really wanted to. I just could not in good faith do it. These two teams will meet again one more time Friday at Weiss. And like I said, don't let the score dictate how you think that game's going to go on Friday. Because Weiss did beat Bastrop 10-2 and then lost them 10-0. So anything could happen again in baseball. No, for Weiss, they pick up their 10th win in the season. They go to 10-4. For Conley, they drop to 7-9, 2-2 in district play. For Weiss, 4-1 in district play. Trying to give you the best stats that I can for this one, because my goodness, it'll be tough. So 2 runs scored for Weiss. They had 2 hits, 1 walk, and another batter reached on hit by pitch. Only lying base runners in 2 innings, the second in the 4th for Hernandez. So when I said good pitching performance, I really meant a good pitching performance. No, the offense for Weiss was otherworldly tonight. every single batter in the starting lineup reached. All but one of them scored, and that was Hernandez, the 7-hole hitter. But everyone else scored. If I'm going to give a big shout out, it's going to be to Bankhead, who reached 4 times on a walk, 3 base hits, and scored all 4 runs. And also to Hemingway, who also reached 4 times, scoring 3 runs, and to Bautista, who had himself a 2-hit night and scoring 2 runs in the process with a couple of RBIs. So I'll see y'all Friday. That'll do it from us here at Pflugerville Connally. I'd like to thank Rosie Vega for being a QA, making sure everything sounds good. For Zena Bencat for getting all the information over to me. And for the people over at Pflugerville Connally for being very, very nice, letting me be in your booth and help broadcast this game. I do appreciate y'all very, very much. I always like coming to Connally High School. Everyone's always very nice to me, whether you're basketball or for softball, football, whatever sport. Always like coming on down here. You guys are awesome. That'll do it from us here at Pflugerville Connally. My name is Brian Reed, saying I'll see you Friday. Take